Pep, good to see you. Can I take you back to the last game at the Etihad, that convincing win about Liverpool? What were you so pleased about the performance that night?
Well, was a bit unexpected. Win 4-0 the champion. So yeah, it was in the beginning tough. All the game was tough. They have his chances, we had ours, and we won.
And the way you won, the way you did it.
We played quite similar good in Anfield. The last time we were incredible courage, and we played good there too. But maybe what happened in those games is what happened in the last times when we play against them in Champions League 2 seasons ago, when the league's there. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. All the time it happened there when we play against them. And today this happened in the opposite side.
Is that the fine margin sometimes when 2 great teams come together like that?
Football is boxes. So, and they are so good in these departments. And sometimes we are good too. Not all the games, but sometimes we are good too.
Jurgen said after the game that Manchester City proved a point. Was that in your mind at all? Did you feel that afterwards?
In that game, we were happy. The reality, we are 23 points behind them. So the reality, they are much stronger than us in this season. They were. So in one game, everything can happen, but in knockout stage, that can happen. But in the league, it is the most important trophy the season, more than anyone else, to show who was the best team during 11 months. And I said, this one now, like we didn't win the Premier League, like this is not confusing for the future. So Liverpool won the most important title. So the reality, we are 23 points behind. So the gap is too big. We make mistakes and they didn't do it.
How do you reflect on that gap? Does it feel like that this season?
We lost no game. So the game plan or the way we play was really good. Example is Southampton. So we shoot more than 26 on target. We concede few. And but it's not able to win the games. It happened many times. It happened. I remember Tottenham at home, Tottenham away. Many games, like we were good. We create a lot of chances, but we're not able to win. And football is who score more goals. It's a business. This is not. We try to play good to create 26 chances. What do you have to do? Play better to create 35, or play better to create 40, and try to win the games.
I mean, all your experience as a manager, do you get seasons and runs like that where you think your team are playing really well and it's just the rub of the green, that slice of luck?
Well, sometimes you play shit and you win. So it's happened too. So, but most of the times, always I believe that the team who plays better. And football is, the people say football is nice because sometimes the team who don't deserve to win, I don't say for Southampton, please, but the team who don't win win the game, who win the game would play not good. So I think it would be nice in live example on football that win the team who deserve. And normally, who create more chances, you are closer to win the game. That is always I believe and still believe. I'm fully convinced of this, that as much you play better and as much you create more chances at the opponents and as much you concede few to the opponents, you are closer to win the games than the other ones. But football is the only game that what you sometimes you deserve is not related that and win or lose the games.
And the consistency this season, which you obviously strive for, you had last season, is that the reasoning behind perhaps why City haven't had it at times, do you feel?
Now we lost 9 games. We lost in 9 games. You cannot win the Premier League against the contenders. The 5-6 contender, the results that we had comparing the previous season was not good, but especially with the other teams, we drop points. Like if you want to be champions in this league right now, you have to win. If you are not able, it's because the opponent also were so good, because Southampton defend incredible well and incredible well organized. So in other games it happened. So you cannot fight right now to retain the title or win the or win the Premier League.
In terms of the next title, Raheem Sterling said after that game, our season starts now in terms of the Premier League. Did it feel like that you've got to get some momentum ready for next season?
Well, next season will start next season. But of course, it's more than not just for the 3 points or because next season we start for everyone for 0. it's for the pack for ourselves. If we can compete like we compete against Southampton. What I want my team is play like we play against Southampton and compete like we play in Southampton. But football is the details, and football you have to know in some departments, some moments, you have to be clinical, you have to be serious, you have to be not conceited. And sometimes this season, we are not good enough.
In terms of clinical, Phil Foden, since the restart, has been just that in front of goal. At the age of 20, all the players you've coached, Pep, how excited are you by his development with that performance again against Liverpool was outstanding?
Yeah, I think not just against Liverpool. In all the games he played, he was really good. And all credit for him for his behavior in the training session when he plays and he doesn't play. His mood is always to improve. He loves to play football, always with, you see him on the pitch, is always with the ball. What he takes right now is what he works, pay off, what he has done. And it's nice. So the future is in his hands, in front of him, and it depends absolutely on him.
And he'll obviously be a big part next season. How difficult is it to retain the Premier League title, which is what Liverpool are setting out to do next season?
Of course, it's not easy because 11 years, we did it last season, but before 11 years, no team can do it. But of course, they have the weapons and the strength and the history of the club, the manager, the players to retain the title. All the other 19 teams, we are there to try to avoid it, doing our job. But it's going to happen if we improve our job in some details, in some departments. We are working on it and try to reduce this gap that we have, the reality we have with Liverpool. So the reality, we are happy because we beat them 4-0, but it's one game. The reality is 23 points right now.
You fully expect next season to be a titanic battle like we saw last season between the two of you?
I think will be more teams involved in there all the season. I think United will be there. And Chelsea, I think they are doing to be there. And Tottenham, yesterday saw the game against Everton, the mentality of the players were like Jose Mourinho teams they have. And Arsenal, Mikel will be there for already time. So the team is going to play better for sure. And, all the teams are there. So Leicester with the same manager. So I think that's why this league is different than the other ones, because there are 5 or 6 or 7 teams, they can win the league for sure. Another country cannot be possible. In Spain there are 3, and in Germany there are 2, 3, 2.5, 3, but here there are 5, 6, and that makes this league so nice.
Interesting. And in terms of yourself, you've said you want the momentum now going into the FA Cup, and then of course you've got this Champions League tournament in August. If you could be successful in those 2 trophies, would it be a very successful season for you, Pep?
If we achieve the Cup and the Champions League, what do you think?
I would be very impressed.
Come on. Yeah, me too. At the end of the season, we'll be judged. We'll see how it's our level. So try to play that games in the way we try to play and improve in some areas in departments. You have to improve to win these knockout games.
And just finally, you need that winning momentum to go into those cup competitions. You keep stressing that, don't you?
Oh, it's better. But I saw teams winning the Champions League when in the league was a disaster and play the quarterfinals, semi-finals, or final, losing the previous games in the Premier League or in the local league. So you never know. In the knockout game, it's completely different. But I'm pretty sure after seeing being away from or no chance to win the Premier League and close to qualify for the Champions League, tomorrow have a big chance to almost secure the qualification for the Champions next season. The team still fights a lot and play in a good level. And if we are able to improve some little details, we'll be closer to win more games in a row.
Good luck with it all. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, Steve.
Ya que nos encontraste, no nos pierdas. Suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube de Telemundo Deportes.